Okay, for the Incredible Hulk, what we're going to need is 2 apples, about a cup of grapes, half to a cup of grapes. We've got a lime there, I've already peeled it, 2 sticks of celery, a whole avocado, and a good couple of handfuls of kale and spinach. So the Incredible Hulk is certainly not going to make you go green like the Hulk, but it might just make you feel like him. In this recipe, we've got everything that you need to actually survive and live as a human being. Proteins, fat, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals. It's a healing, rejuvenating juice that's going to make you feel fantastic. Okay, so firstly what we've got is about half to a cup of grapes. Grapes are fantastic at lowering LDL cholesterol, they're good antioxidants, and they will prevent free radical damage in the body. We have 2 apples. The fantastic thing about juicing with a masticating juicer with the apples, especially with the JR Ultra, is that you can put the whole apple in one go. And the apple has a lot of pectin in it, it's good for your intestines, and the masticating juicers will actually maintain that soluble fibre. Okay, next what we've got is a couple of handfuls of spinach and kale, packed full of iron, packed full of vitamins and minerals. They are superb for the body and healing every cell in the body. Then what we've got is a couple of sticks of celery. Now what I've done already is actually pre-chopped these. They're probably the only vegetable that you do need to pre-chop before using the whole juicer, purely because of the long strings that are inside there. But celery itself, fantastic antioxidant properties in there, fantastic for your blood. It's actually a relaxing vegetable as well, so it's good to have in the evening to help you sleep at night. And finally, we have a whole avocado. Now the avocado is one of the only fruits that actually enable you could live on an avocado. Avocado is full of fat, it's full of proteins, full of vitamins and minerals. It's healthy fats, it's fantastic for your heart, and it's definitely something that you should be juicing, blending and eating much more in your diet. And the final ingredient to put into the JR Ultra Juicer for this Incredible Hulk recipe is a whole lime. Gives it a citrus zing, but lime is abundant in vitamin C. All of the citrus fruits have a lot of vitamin C in them. So it's fantastic for healing your organs, it's fantastic for making your skin look good, and it's great for the immune system. Okay, so I'm going to now show you exactly just how good the JR Ultra Juicer is. You see, it's one of the first juicers that actually enable you to put foods in whole without chopping. Masticating juicing is so much better for you than centrifugal juicing. It maintains the enzymes, it maintains the vitamins, it doesn't generate any heat, it rotates at slow revs per minute, so the juice won't oxidate, there'll be less separation of the juice, and it can last for up to 48 hours in your fridge. The JR 8000 is actually classed as a slow masticating juicer, but it is anything but slow. The slow means it's processing the food in a slow fashion. It's pressing the food slowly rather than spinning fast like a centrifugal juicer. With slow masticating juicing, you actually produce more vitamins, more minerals, you maintain the enzymes, and you create more juice from your vegetation. And you'll see when I'm doing this, the amount of juice that I get out of this vegetation, out of this fruit and vegetables, and I'll still probably have some of this left. I probably won't use it all, but we'll give it a go. So what I'm going to do is just crack on and start juicing just to show you how this works. So you'll hear straight away the difference between the JR 8000 and a centrifugal model is that I haven't actually had to raise my voice to continue talking to you. It's a very, very quiet machine, so you could use it in the evening, early morning, if you had children or you had adjoining neighbours that you didn't want to disturb late at night. It's perfect to just juice out of hours, you know. So what we're going to do is remove the pusher. You might not need to use this that much anyway, so we'll take it off just in case. And all you'll see now, take the apples, just take the stems out, and you just put it straight in. Push it past the cutting blade that's in there, and then the auger should then just carry on doing what it needs to do. You'll see the auger actually starts taking it all by itself. I haven't had to do anything. Now you'll notice sometimes there'll be some squeaking. The vegetation, kale especially, will squeak. I'll leave that to the end because it might be quite loud. We call it squeaky kale. Okay, so I'll add a few of the grapes in there. I'm just throwing it in. You don't need to be pushing things down. I haven't used the pusher yet. The auger does all the work for you. Okay, some of the celery can go in now. As I've said, I've cut this already because the strings can wrap around a masticating juicer's auger. But I'm just feeding it in. As long as you feed it in at a gentle pace, don't overload the feed chute. This is not a centrifugal juicer with a feed chute you have to stuff things in. Just let it take it, let the auger do the work. Okay, the lime can now go in. A lot of people actually get in touch with us at Juicy Retreats, and sometimes via our retreats or just by the phone. They talk to our business, they talk to our customer service department, they say, can we juice leaves in your juicers? Of course you can. Actually, the auger on here is designed to juice the spinach far better than your standard masticating juicers. And again, you'll see, just by putting that in, you might need to use the pusher on this bit because leaves need to be pushed down into the auger. But the auger then starts to take the leaves and it starts mixing in. Okay, I'm not going to add too much more in because you'll see the bowl actually starts to fill up. I want to leave enough room in there for the avocado. So, because I've kept the juice cap closed, and I'm going to show you why I've left the juice cap closed for this one, because we're going to juice some avocado. Okay, so for a moment I'll just switch that off. Okay, so we're going to put the avocado in the machine, and as I've said before, we've already held the juice in there, so don't release the juice just yet. All we're going to do, turn the machine back on. That's just mixing up the ingredients in the juicer. And quite simply, peeled it before. Make sure your avocado is nice and ripe. As you can see, it's coming off on my fingers. That is how you know it's ripe. If it's too firm, if you can't squeeze it, if it's not messy, it's not ripe. It has to be ripe. And just put the avocado in. Simple. The machine will take it. It's doing all the work by itself, and that avocado is being squashed through the filter holes and thickening up that juice like a smoothie. We'll let that mix just for 10-15 seconds, just to allow it all to mix into the system. And then while it's running, all we've got to do then is let it flow out. So what you've now got there is a green juice with the essence, with the thickness of the avocado in there. And it really creates a really delicious, healthy, nutritious green juice, all made in one machine. So now that's pre-mixed and the juice has done its job, we can just carry on to start drinking this juice. So just grab a glass. And you can see the deep, rich green colours of this juice. As I said earlier, the masticating juicers, they maintain all the vitamins, they maintain all the enzymes. They don't oxidise anywhere near as easily as the centrifugal juicers do, purely because there's no heat being generated and the juice is being pressed rather than cut and shredded. So you can see the deep green colours in this juice. Every bit of vitamin, every bit of mineral has been maintained, and you know what? It tastes delicious. So that was the Incredible Hulk. It came straight from the Juicier Treats website, where you can find over 100 other recipes to use with the JR8000. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check back for further recipes in the future.